What's going on? You already know who it is. Yes Jonas, yesjonas.com. Go support the stream. I'm everything you say I am. I'm everything you say I'm not. Cool. I'll be whatever. But shout out to all you traveling passport dudes, the ladies out there who rock with us, who know we speaking truth. Those who hating, I guess you call it hate viewing. So keep viewing it. It's crazy. Let's talk about freedom, right? Freedom is the choice of not dealing with what's unwanted. Slavery, not consistent with just constant in choice, right? Matty Ghost, what up, bro? Let me get through this. I know y'all gonna come in here, but I gotta get through this real quick. So, freedom is not being affected by unwant or consistent in, I guess, choice. Consistent in choice, right? That's what freedom is. Dudes get passports. I keep holding this cup, my bad. Dudes get passports, right? And they become prisoners of their own, them own selves, right? Because they're trying to force everything. They want to force people to listen to them. They want to force people to love them. They want to force people. You can't force that. So it's another prison within themselves. That's not freedom. You didn't start traveling. Whoa. 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 I think I might have to take this in the crib, yo. That wind is blowing for real, for real. Man, that wind is blowing. And I ain't got nothing to hold this down, yo. You know how it get cold outside and it's trying to prove its point by, yo, it's empty. The streets are empty right now. Streets are empty. And the crazy part about it is refusing to actually stick to yourself, yo, is total freedom. For instance, yo, you gotta be in charge of everything. You gotta have it this way. You gotta be the. That's no freedom, yo. You're just in another prison. You gotta have people listening to you. You gotta have an audience. I don't need an audience. I can stick here to me and Matty Ghost and be cool. That's my audience. One person. Because I just let it happen. That's why you could call me pseudo whatever. I don't care. You could call me broke. I don't care. You see how when you let stuff go, everything else comes back to you? When you let the fact that you don't have the money that other men have out there, but you still on your bike, right? You still have the choice to go hard, or you want to sit down, you want to lay down, you go hard again, you want to lay down. That's a choice. And that's freedom. But because I don't measure up to a lot of, I'm not trying to measure up, because in that you trying to measure up, you're never going to get anywhere. There's something that you can't control. You spend a lifetime chasing it, and it's only going to bring you agony, misery, and stuff that you got this godlike state. A lot of dudes got this godlike state. That's why I just let it come. If I want to travel, I travel. If I don't, I don't. I don't go out there and force it. Let me force going to a different country to get content. I used to be like that. Where did that get me? Nowhere. It didn't get me anywhere. And that's why I stopped doing it. That's why the question is, yes, when you going out the country again, it's understandable. I got travel content. So it's quite understandable. And I get it. But I didn't get a passport to put myself in a prison. And that's why you hear me, I'm not trying to measure up to somebody's like for me. I'm not trying to measure up to nobody's, their articulation of me, their standards of me, their degrees of me. You got guys that do that. I'm not doing it. That's why I got a passport to search the globe. Because going to these different places and these different, listen, nature gives it what it wants. And out of that, you get what you need. Let me repeat. You heard me say this years ago. This is my quote. Nobody gave this to me. I came up with this myself in thought. Nature gives it what it wants. And out of that, you take what you need. And I'm telling dudes, that's the reason why you got a passport. That's the reason why you started traveling. Ladies too, even the ladies that listen to me. That's why you started traveling. That's why you started moving about the globe. That's why you started watching 90 Day Fiance. That's why you started watching all of these shows that, what's the guy that passed away? You started watching all of these people who searched the globe, who went and traveled, who showed you things that because you felt free. You felt free. I don't care about what other brothers say about travel, because I know those guys are not free. They're still slaves because they're trying to control everything. Those guys want to control dudes in the US. They want to control dudes going overseas. Ladies want to control dudes here. Ladies want to control. Nah. It's not why we started doing this. There's not freedom in that. I can't force nobody to be my best friend. That's like me going up to Clyde and Gregor, even though they're connected by the hip. I'm like, yo, what about me? No, I don't give a fuck. Them brothers respect me for being them. As long as they respect me for being them, I'm going to respect them for being who they are. Cool. When you allow yourself to release, yo, Ralph is in love with selfishness. He's in love with that motherfucker. I don't go to Ralph, yo, you so selfish, man. Man, you don't let nobody in. You always trying to. No. Ralph does him, and I respect him for doing him. It's not how you're supposed to look at the world. It's not why you got a passport to become a slave within yourselves, because you want to control everything, this godlike complex, and you're still left with nothing. You're still left empty. So all of these dudes could talk about us, talk about passport dudes, talk about those people are still empty. They'll never be satisfied. They'll never be nothing, because they're always going to want to chase desire of control. They want to control passport dudes. It'll never happen. It will never happen. Never. The only thing they can do is listen, this is about as much power as they have to use their mouth. They have no power outside of that. They could talk about the women that guys are talking to. They could talk about all of that, yo. The only thing they have is this. That's it. That's it. And this is what I'm saying. Stuff started opening up for me the moment I realized that you're trying to control stuff, which is going to get you controlled by something. And if you do the inverse of that, that's freedom. That's freedom. You know you work every day. Hey, do something. People become prisoners because they mismanage their freedom. Hold on, let me repeat that. A lot of dudes and ladies, right? This is for the people that's mainly talking about passport or anything dealing with travel, right? To all of them. I don't care if they're saying I'm only talking about some. I'm talking to all of the people. People only become slave when they mismanage their freedom. That's the only time they become enslaved, when they mismanage their freedom. And that's why they mad at you, because they mismanage their freedom. Freedom in finances, freedom in time, and their freedom in what they choose to put their attention on. When they mismanage those three things, they become enslaved, and that results in anger, frustration, rage, pain, and lashing out. Why do you think they take shots at passport dudes of any kind? Because they mismanage their freedom. They got the freedom to pick and choose what they do with their resources. They mismanage it. So what they do, they turn toward you. They turn toward you, a passport dude, because you seem like a easy victim. And these are passport dudes who don't travel. They don't travel. They travel every once in a while, and they're turning on the passport guys. Shoot. They're turning on the passport guys. This is messing up my papers in this book. So it's just funny, yo. So we understand why dudes have a certain mindset, or why they have a certain aim that they want to aim towards us, because we're easier. And you waste a lot of energy trying to force things the way, here's the crazy part about it. When you try to force yourself to do something, or try to force yourself to put something the way you want it, have you noticed that takes a lot of energy? All of the dudes, we're going to use dating and marriage, right? All of the dudes who got their passports, right, who said, yo, these women want to control me, they want to, okay. But you try to levy control on them, because you want to see yourself as alpha male, the dumb term, right, was misused heavily. But you wanted to see yourself as an alpha male. And you thought that by wasting your time trying to form her into noticing that you're an alpha male, that she's never going to notice that in the first world country, right? Because they're protected by police, the government, and stuff like that. You're never going to win, fellas. As long as you got other simps, you have to go to war with simps. And until that day comes, there's going to be a civil war in America of simps versus guys that want actual, the logical guys. That's not going to be the only civil war in America. The only civil war in America. It ain't going to be nothing else. It's going to be the simps versus the. It's going to be the simps versus the guys that want actuality, want family, they want it to where it was, but they don't want to have women under their thumb or knee or foot or whatever. Nah. But they know stuff is getting out of hand. That kind of back to where it was. Not any enslavement or anything like that. No. You guys take words and you try to twist them. That's going to be only civil war. But guys are spending so much energy trying to form a thought in that woman's mind that you're an alpha, that you're going to treat her well, that you're just wasting your time. She's privileged. She's entitled. You can't compete with that. You cannot compete with that, yo. You can't compete with that. I want to see you try. When you let it go, what many passport dudes have done, when you let it go, they'll come. She'll come. When you let it go. When you let it go and enjoy your freedoms and take it what it is, actual freedom, that person that you want will come. That woman that you want will come. But many guys are trying to force stuff and form it how they want. That's why when it doesn't go their way, even with foreign women, that's why you see they react the way they do. So the only thing they do is, oh, I'm not going to talk to her. I got the power, and they want to take some type of power back. No. I can see how weak you are. Dudes talk to me all the time, and they got foreign women overseas, and I just be laughing. I just laugh. That's why y'all take yo, she put her shoe in the wrong place. She's gone. Y'all take that the wrong way. You don't understand it in the context that we use it in. Not being a dictator or anything like that. No. No. I'll let her know something. I'll give her the information, how I like things, right? And what's pleasant for me. She don't like it. Then we need to part ways. It's not like, yo, I need to take a power back. She ain't listening to me. No. No. And then some things you learn to let go because it's not that serious. You just want power. Even I know that. Damn, everybody freezing. They run into cars. That's hilarious. They cold now, and I'm out here in a t-shirt. They freezing. And I'm enjoying every second of it. And now their asses went in the house. So now I can have time out here by myself because everybody cold. I might put on a jacket every now and then, depending on what I've been drinking. If I've been drinking some cold stuff in the inside, then I'll come put on a jacket on the outside. But after that cold wears off in my body internally, I get hot. Hell, I was born and raised up north. I used to go outside in t-shirts and negative degree. The dudes in Jersey and New York used to look at, my brother looked at me a couple years ago. Y'all heard the story. I was out in Brooklyn while the wind blowing in the middle of dead winter outside in the t-shirt. Yo, somebody driving a Rolls Royce Phantom. Whew. Man, I stand up. Look at that bad boy. That thing is pretty. Who is that? Somebody getting in. Oh no, he keep going. Yo, and he got rims on it. How do you put rims on a Rolls Royce Phantom? How do you put rims on a Rolls Royce Phantom? Hilarious. People with money just crack me up, man. They just there. I could do it because I got the money. They just let it go. That's why more money keeps coming to them. Because they just let it go sometimes. Not mismanaging funds. That's totally different. Not spending on every little thing. Nah, they buy themselves toys every now and then. That's a total difference. Y'all about to miss the point with that. Y'all gonna run with that. No. Most millionaires and billionaires manage their funds very well. Most of them. That's why they got you working for them. They never went to college, but your ass went to college, got all these degrees. Most of the people that employ people never even been to college. But they told you to go to school and get all these degrees. Hilarious. All you do is gotta make a damn good product. It's always been that way. Always. Some stuff took schooling, some stuff didn't. So with all that being said, most of it didn't. But just think about that. I want y'all to really take that in. So you're winning out here, y'all. When you learn how to let go. That's why I don't care what anybody, y'all see, I let go. I was like, yo, I don't care about that. And the more I let go, yo, the more stuff started coming to me. When I let go, I say, yo, man, yo, I gotta be rich. I gotta be rich. I don't say that anymore. I teach myself every day when I wake up. The moment I wake up, I say my prayers to the Most High, and then I go to think about management. How am I going to manage my time, my money, and my attention? Every single day when I wake up, I think about management. And in the management that I can't control, I let go. Let it go. And the moment you do that as a passport dude, the moment you do that as a traveler, the moment you do that as a global traveler, you want to manage what the food, the intake you got coming in your house apartment. You want to manage the resources. You want to manage the time and attention. You want to manage those things. Those need to be managed, but within reasonable means. Reasonable means. Who is that? Honey Bun here. What's that cash at, bro? Oh man, that's Vic. Shout out to Vic. It's in a description. I don't know who. You gotta look in the description. It's in there. I don't know what it's called. I can't let my cigar roll away. But all I'm saying is, when you guys understand that, yo, when you guys pin your focus, like I never seen them rush this, yo, they run into the car. Before they would walk and have oh shit. Before they would walk, now they run into cars. And they ain't wearing the skimpy stuff that they was wearing the other day. They all wearing jeans and jackets and sweaters. So that's what you guys get. That's what you guys got to understand. It's yo, and it's dope to feel like this way. It's dope to feel this way. The crazy part about it is, many of y'all want people to feel the way you do. You want them to think like you. You want them to feel like you. You want them to act like you. That's fucking bizarre. That's bizarre if you want everybody to think, feel, and act like you. Else they wouldn't be, they would. You know, it's like everybody wearing the same thing every day. Everybody's wearing the same clothes. Oh, shout out to Vic. Vic dropped that cash app. Heavy. Shout out to Vic, man. Him and Ralph. Ralph drove all the way up there to chill with Vic, yo. Shout out to Vic, yo. But that's the crazy part about it. I put thought in this. I sit there and I'm like, yo, why are passport dudes reacting like this? Why are we all at each other's heads and stuff like that? That's what I had to resolve months ago. I said, yo, stop it. Stop having a problem with every passport dude if you do have a problem. I really didn't. But some stuff people would say, I'm like right now, people who don't even travel talking about travel. But that's a good thing. They are puppets. We use them. But we make sure we use them in our own, like we create the narrative. The guys that really, because when you go to our channels, everything in our channels is about travel, 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 travel. So you can't beat that. We're in the algorithm already. They're making it harder, but it is what it is. And I'm telling dudes on a Tuesday night, while some of you are looking at 90 Day Fiance, some of you are looking at old reruns of shows, I'm telling you to learn to release. Everybody can't be like you. Everybody can't do what you do. Learn to release. I guess that place closed. There's about 10 of them. Damn, it's about 10 people trying to party tonight. Learn to release. You know why people overseas are so, like many of the places that we go to are so pleasant and nice and humble and all of that? You know why? Because they learn to release the shit that they can't control. A lot of them learn how to release the stuff that they can't control. If it's something that is not in their control, they just live. They just live. They just live. And they learn how to live. Where the people in first world countries don't know how to live because they want to control everything. They don't know how to live because they want to control everything. Gregor, what up? Let me go up and see what y'all been saying. I've been trying to focus. Let's go way up. Grego's in the building. MMA fan, what up, bro? Let's go over y'all comments. If y'all wanted me to mention something, leave it in there right now. I'll go over it. As soon as I got back to the States, I heard the U.S. women controlling their men. Hurry up and get over here. You need to walk over here. No American content unless it's about finance or fixing things. Shout out to Matty Ghost. Gilly, he said, you understand, Matty? No need this, you are. Absolutely not. Yes, you thought I wasn't serious about my Kinshasa in America. Now you can see more guys. The more you see more guys that love them now and want to put them on pedestals. I don't think so. I don't think so, Maddie. I think it's just the same simps doing it, or guys that call themselves passport dudes and they really wasn't. I'm competing with it every day and winning in my. Yeah. Grego, thanks a lot for putting it in there. I told you, bro, I'm at peace. And it's like, yo, more money coming my way that I'm at peace. More friendships coming my way that I'm at peace. More guys that respect my knowledge coming I'm at peace, even though it's pseudo. more guys respect the knowledge that we kick every day, even though it's because I'm at peace. I'm really at genuine peace, yo. Knowing that you can't control everything. Like, that's dope when you know you can't control everything. I can't control what these dudes who call themselves once passport dudes and now they change. I can't control what they're about to say. I can't. I can't control what dudes who got all of these women in the States and you definitely shouldn't worry about the things you can't change. Exactly. I didn't care about that. You know how much I could go on African history, art, Brazilian art, Asian art. I could do hours of content about all of the stuff that I've researched over the years, talked about, but I don't do it. Because what's the need? I wait till I get in the airport with a knowledgeable person, whether they white, black, orange, maroon, yellow, I don't care what they are. And then when we get on that subject, and it blows their mind how much that they thought because you look like a particular. You look tall like a basketball player. That's what they take me as. And you know what it's like when you start dropping knowledge? It's dope and it's natural. It's like you're not trying to force nothing. You're not trying to make nobody hear you. It's like we start getting on different subjects. That's dope. That's what I tell you guys. And I'm giving a blueprint in this course on dudes how to travel, yo. How to operate. Is needed. Shit, this wind, man, I might have to go in, man. This wind is crazy. Why can't it just be chilly, but just, why does the wind have to, I gotta hold the phone, sit here and hold the phone the entire time now. So that's a beautiful thing, yo. It's a very beautiful thing, yo. When you learn how to change the undesirable, bro, they come in here? Holy shit. What the hell happened here? Nobody's outside, so where they coming to? You know, somebody in one of these rich buildings. Travel changes outlook on life. Mike Rare, what up, bro? Yes, it does. Might be someone stuck on the toilet. Probably. They're always eating. Never stop eating in America. But yeah, it changes the outlook. You'll never be the same after you travel. You come back the same, bro. You're trying to control how you are as a person. All of the dudes trying to control their pleasure. Have you noticed that? All of the dudes who go overseas and come back the same, the only thing they're trying to control is their intake on pleasure. That's the only thing they're trying to take. And Mike is my boy from way back. We've been knowing each other for years, man. He been knowing me since we actually hung out together in New York and everything. Me, him, and a few of my boys all met. One boy, which is true. Man, I've been knowing Mike for years. Him and I chopped it up years ago, since Blog Talk days. I miss our convo, brother. Salute. Yeah, Mike, we got to get back on it. We always used to build. Mike is a smart dude, man. I've seen him on plenty of platforms. But Mike, I ain't want to comment. Somebody told me, yo, ain't that the dude you had on? I was like, yeah. It's like, that's my boy Mike. But if dudes come back, yeah, something happened. If dudes come back the same, then they're only trying to have authority over their pleasure. That's it. They can't get anything else or take in anything else because of their need to control pleasure. He's turning while the ambulance are coming. Or if a cop saw that. The ambulance is coming and he made a left turn right while the ambulance, so he turned this way. And the ambulance is about to hit him. That's crazy. People have no regard for nobody else no more. They want to be in control of everything. They want to be in control of traffic. They want to be in control. You can only manage stuff around you. You live around the world with billions of people. I was watching Game of Thrones the whole season, this whole weekend. I rewatched Game of Thrones, right? Because I ain't have nothing else to do. I rewatched Hobbit with Lord of the Rings, and I rewatched all this stuff because I like that type of stuff. It really, that's why I wish they made African series like that. I really wish they took that's dope. I just gave HBO and all of them an idea. Trust me, brother, you need to drop that book you have shown us. It will be, there you go, Bridge, again. You said it will be about how you got to where you're at. It will be a best-selling, brother. I know talent. Oh my goodness, he gonna make me do this. You said that last time you got me going after I got off the air. I sat back and really thought about what you said. Most High is watching. I sat back and thought about what you said. And I was like, should I do it? I was about to stop everything and do it, but I think I'll do it. What's the white guy who passed away? He committed suicide. What was his name? Who was doing the travel and the food and everybody loved him? Well, they claim they loved him. Or loved his content. Let me say that. He was on TV. What was his name? Bro, Mark, bro. What was his name, fellas? Uh-oh, see? Oh. What was his name? Y'all know the white dude that committed suicide. Anthony Bourdain. Thank you. Yeah, that's whose name I was trying to get earlier. Anthony Bourdain. So I don't know. Because I'll probably try it. But Bridge, you never answered the question last time. What would be the title? What would be the title of a book like that? What would be a title for it to be a bestseller? That's the question. He said, yes, Jonah. You want me to put my legal name on the front of that book? Just in big letters. Oh, man, hilarious. He said, love the food on that show. Yeah, man, if I had a backing by a large corporation like that, but I don't know. Has it ever been a black dude, whoever they ever gave a chance to do that? That's what y'all need to send people my videos for and say, why you don't never get his brother a try? Because I would like fuse dating and marriage in there along with food and different, like, it is the contents that would give the title. Okay, it's the content in the book that would give it the title. Okay. How many pages should it be, Bridge? A book like that, people really like to see thick-ass books, but I don't think so nowadays. Nowadays, people got a microwave attention span. Could be the first. You have the perfect name. Yes. Oh man, that's crazy. That would be, yo. If any of them organizations ever come and say, yo, we want you to be the first black. I never seen a black traveler like a dude that's doing what Anthony Bourdain, Wines. You know the Wines on YouTube. The dude with the millions of. I never seen a guy, because they're gonna give him that Mark Wines or Waynes. They're gonna give him a spot on TV one day. Watch what I tell you. But I never seen an actual black dude do that type of stuff and have millions upon millions upon millions of followers. I've never seen it. Make it paper book in a nice flight trip. Okay, one more question. Is it about my life or is it about travel? I don't get where you want me to go with this. Trying to control the outcome that will. Okay, but is it about my life or is it about travel? Which one? Or is it fused together? Oh, I had an interesting life. Danny Jones about the closest to ex-NFL had a traveling show. Nah, I'm talking about a regular person who we didn't know. I'm talking about a regular person. I didn't know no damn Anthony Bourdain from anything. I didn't know him from anything. Oh, it feels so lovely out here. See, this is my summertime. This is my summertime, yo. Bridge, I need you to answer that one question before you go, man. What would it be about? I was just talking about that. A young guy, he's in his 20s. Him and I were having a conversation earlier. He said, yo, man, I was smoking a Cuban. He was like, man, I always want to go to Cuba. I said, I've been. He said, you been to Cuba? I said, yeah, I've been to Cuba. And he said, what does the people say about Castro? That was his first question. I was like, the people I talked to didn't have a problem with Castro. They had no problem with him. And they said most of the people that they know that moved to the States, who had the privilege of moving, they have a problem with Castro. And y'all know I speak to a lot of people. I walked in somebody's house in Cuba and they fed me. I didn't know them from a can of paint. They fed me. Just walked in their house, said I'm American. And talking to them in my Spanish. My Spanish is decent. Talking to them, we were chopping up, laughing, joking. the whole nine. And they said they don't have a problem with Castro. So, and I broke that down to him. I said, man, I spoke to hundreds and hundreds of people, didn't have a problem with him. I said, they do got a problem with Jay-Z and Beyonce. As you see when, what was his name that was part of our group? Now we know they got a problem with, and they love Mike Tyson. So it's just, when I broke that down to him, he was just sitting there. He was sitting there freezing. He was like, you been to Cuba? I was like, yeah, man. He was like, you wasn't scared? I was like, no. I was like, everybody else I talked to is nervous. Man, what if I go there and they don't let me come back? That ain't my issue. You write a book every time you talk. You always give the traders you. Oh, thanks a lot, bro. So it was just fascinating talking to him, seeing his perspective, and how he thought the world was, how he thought what, like many of the places that we've gone, he wanted to go, and how he see my videos with me mingling with the people, the love that they showed for me, the fearlessness in how I operate. He was just enamored by that, because he said the things I do, most people wouldn't do. Like, they just not gonna go in there and just start talking to strangers who got guns in their hand. So he never had that experience, or he never, like, he had a misinterpretation about the globe. And it was crazy how I, like, altered his perception. I said, you guys think that I talk mainly about dating and marriage. I said I do, right? But next year, this dating and marriage conversation ends. I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna end. Because women are still gonna be how they be. You know why I can't end for certain men? Because they want control. And they think they can control women in this country, and you can't. They think they can control the outcomes of dating, and you can't. There's no possible way. So it ends, my dating and marriage talk ends next year. Like every once in a while I might do a spot talk about it, but no, not how I did this year, never. Never. Because life has a lot more to offer than just dating and marriage. And where you want to stick your Johnson at. Or what woman wants you to come in, nah. Life has a lot more to offer, bro. And I'm just reading books like crazy. I've just been on a book binge all of a sudden. Hit up Barnes & Noble. I've just been on a book binge. Go to old bookstores, like old mom and pop bookstores that still exist in these small little towns, and just pick up books of travel, of the globe, of... Have you ever read The Meaning of Life by Victor? No, I never heard of it. His perspective of what he went through, short paperback. Read it and you will get inspired. Okay, I'm gonna look into it. Victor Frankie. Facts is about finding resources, how to manage your time, and what opportunities you have to segue into other sectors. Yup. It's all about growth, man. I told you, the earth give it what it wants, and then you take from it what you need. So what do you need from this world? Not what you want. We know what you want, but what do you need from the earth? Is it Maslow's hierarchy of needs? What do you need from this world? What do you genuinely need? Not what you want to pick and choose what you... Nah. What do you actually need from this globe, the earth? The moment you figure out what you need, you're good. I found out what I needed. So, shout out to all of y'all, man. Let me know. I'll be hitting up next blog. I'm back to work now. Salute. All right, bro. I'll see y'all in a second, man. Melvin, thanks a lot. He said, love the background scene. Mel, thanks a lot, bro. Shout out to Mel. He just hit up the Cash App. Melvin out here. Always supporting. Mark B always supporting. I ain't seen Patrick in a long time. I ain't see a couple. Where's Worldly Traveler at? He be watching from afar. Worldly Traveler don't say nothing, but he be watching from afar. Shout out to him and his channel. I always want to meet him. I hope he come out there and finally we can meet up with him. And again, I don't care what you do out the country. And I don't care what you do out the country. I don't care if you just sit on the beach every day and relax with a cigar like me, or to the point you party and go crazy and want to go to every club, or you go out there and get whores. You do it you in your own time. He said, see you on Oprah. I don't think Oprah gonna have a cursing, tall, mean-looking, cigar-wielding bastard. And I learned to accept that. I learned to accept that. Oh, damn. You didn't have the cigar humidified good enough. The cigar is falling apart. Got to get a better humidifier in that room. J. Cloud in here? J. Cloud, what up, bro? I told you, this is a wonderful time in life. And every time I speak, every time brothers hear me, the same brothers that could talk to me and are able to touch me, per se, every day, in conversation and speech and talk, you know what? Them brothers seem to be the ones who, those seem to be the brothers suffering the most. I don't know why. I don't know why the brothers who I have these certain conversations with, who has access to get on the phone with me and chop it up with me, and they can hear my powerful stuff that I bring to them, they seem to be the most, I don't know. It's just something about it. It's just crazy when you think about it. But the people from afar get more out of what I say, then that's just strange. It's crazy. So if you talking bad about anything about traveling dudes or whatever like that, you're enslaved. TMI, shout out to TMI. TMI, I'm gonna go watch one of your videos tonight. I also want to watch Matrix Escape. I see he dropped a video, but I didn't get a chance to watch it. He dropped it a couple days ago. Shout out to y'all brothers. I'm gonna see what content y'all been putting out there. Shout out to the Real Pill Chauvinist. He changed his name. It ain't Red Pill Chauvinist no more, it's Real Pill. Shout out to him. I want to go look at stuff that he's done in the last few days. Yaquad, what up, bro? With David Israel. Y'all the only two that y'all usually show up every stream. You caught it, but David Israel didn't catch it. It's the first time I ever seen David, well, second time. He did that before. So, with that being said, man, let me go write. He making me want to write this book, man. He don't understand. Bridge, I'm a self-starter, bro. I get inspired by just me. I get inspired by a frog sitting up here watching me. Like, it don't take much to get me like that inspiration going. But I learned to put that inspiration to action. Theory JC, what up, bro? I said this in a group earlier. I said, yo, I know dudes that if you in their group and you don't communicate, you don't chop it up with the fellas, people don't even know you exist, you don't, yo, they really kick you out. They really kick you out, yo. We got a lot of brothers we got about 4 brothers that's part of MWIOC that don't say nothing. They don't say nothing. They don't come in there and say what's up. They might read everything we post, but they don't say a damn thing. And I'm thinking about just releasing them from their agony by removing them from the group. That's it. Like, if you don't want to be a part of this, why are you here? Like, we looking for active people. Activity, yo. All of that stuff where you're trying to be people's friend, man. Even the frogs can sit and learn from yes. Yeah, that's deep, yo. Oh, that's deep. Because sometimes I be in here chopping up with people on the phone, and them frogs be sitting there right there. I be getting people's minds from jumping off the bridge, per se. Right here, and them frogs be sitting here. The mother was watching me. Now that's crazy. That's crazy. I didn't even think about that, man. Good one, Melvin. Oh, I'm getting up there in age. I'm getting wise, and people was like, yo, I didn't know you had so much gray hair, bro. That gray hair coming, boy. Oh, it's coming. My whole head turning white. My entire skull is turning white in my 30s. Oh, man. My whole head is turning white, bro. I hope you fellas continue traveling, y'all. I hope you understand that, yo, you can't control everything. You can only manage what you're given. And as long as you keep focusing on what everybody else is doing, you're enslaved. Why do you think they got guys on YouTube who I mention all the time who just talk about what goes on YouTube because they're enslaved? They can't get out of their own minds. They're trapped. They'll never leave from that. These 4 white guys are getting into this car, right? This GMC, right? They just, I guess, had a business meeting. They shaking each other's hands as if it's like a fake shake. It's like they shaking each other's hands and they don't want to shake their hands because the business meeting didn't go right. Yo, that was crazy just now. They're like, let's go home. I've never seen people shake each other's hands like that after coming out of a meeting. Oh, that's a Yukon Denali. That's the newest joint. Oh, that's a Denali. That's the newest one that just came out. How much is that on the market? Oh no, that's the new Cadillac. Oh, if you donated, it came up and then it went away. So whoever that was, thank you. Yeah, this cigar falling apart, y'all. I gotta tell my man when I try to support businesses, but this cigar falling apart. Look, about 60 or 70, but that's the new joint. All right, man. So all I do is smoke my cigars outside and read. That's it. Smoke my cigars and read. There's a lot of white people coming out there, business suits, business attire, ladies, white ladies. I see one, she looked like she black. I don't know. I see a black lady. And I see an Asian lady, orange. So I see different colors. Y'all know they call us black. We're gonna call them orange, maroon. From now on, I'm letting it up. When the cops came around, if they come around, um, yeah, do you know her race or ethnicity? Yeah, she was an orange. What's an orange? I was like, am I black, right? You guys got me listed as black. Well, why they ain't got no colors? Why we the only ones with colors and they don't? Oh, what was he, a maroon? Yeah, he was Asian Indian. You call us African American. So, like, we let the tables go too now that we more diverse population. Let's start calling them colors too. We're a diverse population. There's nothing wrong with that. If you think it's a problem, you're racist. You calling me black, which is a damn color. Y'all got to think about these things, fellas. And then when you sit back, when I was at a whole table of nothing but people that at the time they could say, you're fired, right? There's a table full of people and I broke this down to them. Everybody got quiet. Everybody. They was like, yeah, that does make sense. I'm white, you're black, they're color too. Like I brought up the conversation one time where I was at the table and I sneezed and everybody was like, God bless you. I was like, God don't got nothing to do with this. I said, this is nature. Now, if you want to say God created all of this, yes. But I said, do you say that when I cough? Or what about when I fart? Or what about when I burp? Or what about when I hiccup? Every time I hiccup, do you say God bless you? God bless you. God bless you. No. It's a natural occurrence. You're sneezing because your nasal passages are, something's irritating them. You said your heart stops. I said there's no scientific evidence of that. I said, do any one of you at this table want to bet $1,000 that there's not anything in the scientific books that say your heart stops when you sneeze? There's no evidence of that. I said, go on WebMD. They went on WebMD. Your heart doesn't stop when you sneeze. That's something made up. And it comes from the Middle Ages. If you ever want to see my breakdown on that, go to my website on the blog section. I break that whole thing down. Nobody can argue what I said in there. No one. That came from the 13th, 14th century, 12th, 13th century, when they had the Black Plagues of Europe. Every time they used to sneeze blood. So the people would say, you heard my breakdown years ago, the people would say, oh God, the priest would come in, God bless you. And it wasn't getting out their system. They still would die. And then the person that was in power would kill that priest or whoever, the doctor or whoever it was, because they couldn't cure their family member that they loved. That's where all of that came from. It was adopted from the Catholic Church. But there's no evidence that your heart stops. Not one. That's hearsay. All right, let me get out of here, y'all. Let me go finish writing and watching. Now I'm on George Jefferson. The Jeffersons. I've been watching the Jeffersons for hours. I'm on the Jeffersons now. Shit. Fuck it. All right, thanks a lot, yo. Shout out to all of y'all, man. Thanks for the cash apps, Vic, all the fellas. Fellas, don't listen to those hating on travelers. They only enslaved. All of them. I don't care if they travel too. If they hating on other travelers, they enslaved. If they make a mention of something or point out types of every now and then, but you could tell when it's genuine and when you could tell it's coming from a fed up or frustrated, you can tell. You can tell. See, when I make mention of something, it's because dudes is just being dummies and mismanaging their fucking logic or their reasoning or their common sense. And I can't stand that. Because we got time to do stuff now that you're not dating in America, you're not focused on wasting useless or unnecessary money. You got time to do things that you didn't have time for now. Now is the time for management. Management, management.